Hey everyone, and welcome back to the video log, where I try and keep up with you guys and let you know what's been happening in the world of Lando. Adventures in Historyland is, the other word for that. But I thought I would try and go audiovisual because I'm already writing enough this year. So yeah, the blog is going to take a hit again, isn't it? Oh well, can't be helped, I guess. Yes, so been a little longer since the last update than I'd wanted it to be. It's been actually at least a week or two, and maybe this will be a weekly thing, but I'll just try and get to it when I can. Last I spoke to this camera, this arbiter of my thoughts to you, I was debating about what tea I was going to be drinking and talking about the goodness of Chasman and how grateful I was to him for all his help. Still am. Today it has been a green tea and coffee day though, and a Henry VI day. We're now into the we're now focusing on Henry VI for Ian Dale's book of Monarchs. Which is a very kind of sort of a medieval type thing, if you think about it, really, isn't it? A book of the kings of Britain is quite a medieval thing. There's I think actually a couple of books called the deeds of the kings of here or there from the Middle Ages. So that's quite fitting. And yes, we're well into Henry VI now. And I have, I believe, clocked up my 500 words written for today. I've also been reading and making notes, so the word count is going along pretty well. I can't say that I'm particularly orderly in the way I do things. A lot of people, I think, would try and get a lot of the reading and research done before they write it. However, I tend to be much more chaotic and read multiple things and use multiple references as I go. And from that, the writing presents itself. And in this case, actually, it kind of makes sense because I've only got a limited time in which to do it, so it kind of does have to be done. Everything at once has to be done for it. So there's that. Then, that was today, and last week again was a bit of a mixture, a bit of Pensacola, a bit of Henry VI, and I had a video interview to record with William Raffle, who was the keynote speaker at the Derby Reason to Revolution conference. It was a lot of fun talking to him about New France. We had a lot of fun. That video will be going out probably in February or March, to be honest, knowing how the schedule tends to suffer whenever I have anything else to do. And I also attended the sort of the training / brief for the Historians magazine, for which where I am currently volunteering as a sub-editor. Good luck to you guys. I'm not very good. It is what it is. And so I'm rocking now because this is a poang. Yep. That's all really I have for you right now, I think. Yeah, I can't think of anything else at the second to share. I have completed the 500 word limit for today, which should see my chapter being delivered at the end of the month, or at least being able to be drafted into a coherent narrative by the end of the month, and therefore able to see what's good about it. And then the rest of the day, I guess, it's kind of up to I can switch projects, obviously, because I'm juggling a few things that might be sensible to do. We'll see. We'll see. I'll catch up with you later and check in and see what I've done. Because I do get distracted. I mean, right now I've been I got massively distracted by Indian history, and I was going back down rabbit holes about reminiscing of the fun it was to write Bullock's Grain and Good Madeira, and plotting how to pitch another thing to Helion about the Mysore Wars, and watching stuff about Mysore on YouTube and things like that, which is just part of the game I play with with Lando, who has a very narrow attention span. So yeah, that happened, but that did lead me back to a very fun video that is released by Nimsdai Perja, who is the world's record holder for climbing peaks of over 8,000 meters, former Gurkha, former Special Forces. I'm wearing my Gurkha Welfare Trust fundraising pin here because I knew that I was going to mention this, because he's a very inspiring guy, and I find what he says and how he thinks quite motivational, and his music video, which I posted online a little while ago, is really fun, and sometimes gives me the kick I need to get moving. He has a hashtag called Project Possible, and so I encourage you to look into what he does as well, read his book and things, and watch his documentary about 14 Peaks, and to find your project possible. So with that, I will catch you later in the day and see what I've done, or what other snacks and drinks I've managed to consume up to that point. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Catching up later on in the day with the wrap up for the old accountabilities. I can punish myself, or allow you to punish me for having slacked off or otherwise achieved my goals. Today, the rest of the writing and researching was put towards my next podcast appearance with Zach White's Napoleonic Wars podcast, the subject of which I probably shouldn't disclose, or it'll be a spoiler. So, but it is in the Napoleonic Wars, and it is a fun subject, and it's a lot of fun to do shows with Zach, which is why I will keep returning to the Napoleonic Wars podcast as long as he wants me around. So, one thing I didn't mention this morning was that another thing I did last week was appear for the first time on the channel Ministry for History. I think it's going to be the Ministry for History. We recorded with a group of people I'm in from the collaborations, which you'll have seen on my channel, and that is the group known as the Illustrious Lads of the Internet. Those lads, those mad lads. Yes. All great people, and it was a lot of fun, and hopefully there'll be more of that to come, including more collabs with Brandon F. and the Native Oak. There's going to be a lot of links at the bottom of this video, my goodness. So the rest is kind of free. I got some nice books over Christmas time, one of which is the Dalai Lama's first autobiography, My Country and My People. And so I don't know if I'll be able to start that anytime soon, but I'm tempted to try and start it tonight. That'll be one of the rare forays into 20th century history. See what His Holiness has to say about his escape from Tibet to India. and and how he remembers his homeland before the Chinese occupation. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And apart from that, not much to say exactly. I don't know if I will do an update tomorrow. So I will try, therefore, by the end of the next 2 weeks, and I'll probably do another one of these videos before that, where I have logged another 2 or 3,000 words on the Henry project, and then hopefully have also got the podcasts squared away. There are a couple of recordings and channel content dates in the calendar, but I'll let you know about those later on. But until then, thank you for being a subscriber to Adventures in Historyland, or if you're just stopping by and wanted to know, what this vlog was about, thank you for watching it, and I wish you a very good day, night, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is. I hope it works out for you. So I'll see you in the next one.